The phrase, the seven seas, has been around for hundreds of years, but that term really refers to different parts of the ocean and a number of other large bodies of water. There are literally quite body of water within the world. But what makes a sea different from other bodies of water? That is not a simple question to answer, because the definition of a sea leaves some room for interpretation. Generally, a sea is defined as some of the ocean that's partly surrounded by land. As long as definition, there are about 50 seas round the world. But that number includes water bodies not always thought of as seas, like the Gulf of Mexico and therefore the Hudson Bay. Moreover, in some cases, a sea is totally landlocked. The Caspian is the most famous example, though this sea, which lies between Russia and Iran, is additionally mentioned because the world's largest lake. Other seas surrounded by land include the Lake Aral and therefore the Dead Sea. They contain saltwater and are called seas for several years, but many oceanographers and geographers are more inclined to call them lakes. Still, that leaves dozens of water bodies that fit the normal definition of a sea, albeit they will be quite different from each other. A sea are often quite 2.6 million square kilometers, 1 million square mile, in area, like the Caribbean. Or, it are often as tiny because the Sea of Marmara, which is a smaller amount than 12,950 square kilometers, 5,000 square miles, in area. This small Turkish sea connects the Aegean and therefore the Black Sea. A sea also can be very warm for many of the year. The Red Sea, as an example, has a mean temperature of around 30 degrees Celsius, 86 degrees Fahrenheit. It's also the saltiest sea, containing 41 parts of salt per 1,000 parts of seawater. Seas are often quite cold, too. The Greenland Sea, as an example, has surface water that hovers near the freezing mark most of the year. The variety of the sizes, temperatures, and locations of the Earth's seas also means the marine ecosystems within each sea can vary greatly from one to the opposite. The Baltic in Scandinavia is the world's youngest sea, having formed between 10,000 and 15,000 years ago from glacial erosion. It contains a singular mixture of saltwater and freshwater, making it the most important brackish water body on the Earth. As a result, the Baltic contains a little, but rare, sort of freshwater and saltwater plants and animals that are ready to adapt to their brackish environment.